one thing that's very interesting about the flat Earth thing is like if you look up one of these maps, there's the world that we know, right? Like that you see on a globe or a map or whatever, and then there's stuff outside it that apparently is behind like an ice wall.
The reptilian ice wall.
I did not say a reptilian, but that apparently is like monitored, and you're not allowed to go past.
Like that part of the map hasn't been opened
so
yet.
So yeah,
on
like
GTA.
who knows if freaking who was homegirl Amelia Earhart got lost in the Bermuda Triangle? Right, it's the right lady.
That's what they say.
Maybe she was just trying to get over to the whatever those so there's like there's spots out there, and they say that's where like the aliens or whatever live.
And this is the Truman Show.
This looks crazy.
Huh?
Yeah, there it is. That's like the disc Earth or whatever.
Wait, that ain't it.
That ain't it?
That ain't it.
That is an ice wall.
It was more yeah, but the ice wall is like just around us. Is around like us and Russia and Japan and Australia and all those like bordering things. And then there's these little like looking like islands or countries outside that for whatever reason we're not allowed to go see. Like pilots can't go through it. And that's the other thing. You know what I mean?
You mean like this?
Yes. Zoom in on that. Zoom in on that a little bit.
Can't. Huh.
So you see, there's like these things around, like we're not allowed to, like people aren't allowed to get to. I don't know who, you know what I mean, who's controlling the game here, but I don't know. Realistically, we probably are a thing in the sky floating. But at the same time, these flat earthers get going, and a lot of the flat earthers are very religious. They believe that this whole globe thing and that NASA's fake. It stands for not a space agency. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Or that's what they call it. But I think they say it's about separating us from God. It's to make us feel small and insignificant, and like this shit happened by chance. We're not created. All this stuff.
Look at these names.
Interesting.
Can I ask a question?
You can.
Why
I might
do you want,
not know the answer.
Why do you want it to be flat?
It works better.
You said you wish it was flat.
It works better for my simple brain. It works better for my simple animal, human, monkey brain because, and look, I'll tell you this. I can get high, like thinking about not like taking anything. Like I can get high thinking about the expansive hugeness of the universe. Like think about us right now. All right, now look up, see the moon. Now think past, see the sun and the stars, and now think past that and past that and then past that. Other planets, other this, other that, other universes, other galaxies. Woo! Makes you feel small and insignificant and kind of free.
Yeah.
Like almost like nothing matters, right? Mm-hmm. But then if you think smaller, no, shit does matter. I think it's a little better to think
micro and macro scale.
I think that freeness is almost like it's almost like a cop out. It's almost a little bit of almost like a little
if nothing
security
matters,
blanket.
then nothing matters.
Like, fuck it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it kind of goes back to that thing I'm saying about caring. How caring is what it's like about. You know what I mean? Like if it's just this and there is a firmament, like it says in the Bible, where that separates the waters from the earth from the waters. I don't know. Does that mean we're in a covered fishbowl and there's all waters out there? Makes sense for the floods. God popped a hole in that bitch and whoosh, dumped all the water down. I don't know. I don't know. But it's interesting, and my friends have conflicting ideas about it. And do we trust when anyone just tells us straight up?
Well, that's the thing, right? That's the thing. Here I am, trying to confront my own biases because my initial knee-jerk reaction is like, Jesus Christ, shut up with these people. But then who am I? I'm sitting here telling people not to eat 1-cent hamburgers because they're clearly tainted with something. How can I possibly sit here and go, oh, the Earth's clearly round? I think the Earth is round, but then I've never done any testing. All I've done is read what's in front of me. All I've done is taking the information that the powers that be have given me access to. I personally have a very hard time feeling like you can run a scam this big for this long. What do you do with the people who hate the government? What do you do with
pilots?
Yes,
and
exactly.
Shit like that. Who, like, if they have to take account of curvatures and stuff like that, or are they like just indoctrinated into this, where you have to do this and this, and it's just bullshit. You don't have to. I don't know. I don't know either.
To me, I just can't see
Everybody keeping their mouth shut and
Everybody.
zipped on this lie.
100%.
Yeah.
And we're talking now. We're not talking about like a couple people in NASA. We're talking about people all across
Flat
the
Earthers
globe.
think NASA's like an evil organization, like it's a propaganda machine.
Well,
Trent says Trent, the astrophysicist, says 100% we went to the moon.
yeah, I personally think we went to the moon also. The only reason, but part of the reason why I think we went to the moon.
Do you think that the video recorded of them hopping around and that shit was they were on the moon?
If I were personally inclined to believe a conspiracy, I would say that we went to the moon. The footage that they got scorched with the radiation. They came back and they
filmed some.
They faked the landing here because nobody would believe that they went to the moon.
Otherwise,
So
right.
they covered up something instead of just being like legit and being like, guys,
we went, but
we
like
went.
it got fucked up.
Yeah, because then Russia and the Cold War would be like, they never went, they're lying. So they lied, so people wouldn't call them a liar.
Yeah.
That's, to me, makes a lot of sense because that's how my brain works.
Yeah.
You know, like, we'll do it live. We'll just
Yeah.
redo it.
We'll just redo it.
We'll just redo it. You know, so
Hollywood set.
that to me makes a lot more sense because I've talked with astronauts. We met Scott Kelly back when I was doing the PBD thing, and I just don't know what they benefit from lying. I don't know what my friend who agrees with me on almost everything, but flies for one of the major airlines, would lie about this, you know? And he's seen the Earth from 10 miles up. So, you know, but at the same time, I can't sit here and tell someone like Christos, like, what are you, nuts? Because the government's lied about everything else. This is the real danger of this moment, where we've completely lost all faith in all our institutions because, frankly, our institutions don't deserve our trust. So now we have to listen to everybody. All right, whatever, convince me.